Hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Lambers.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith with a tropical situation that could be a real awful scenario for our neighbors to the west. We're going to get some impacts too, with Ida getting a lot stronger this afternoon and could rapidly intensify all the way up on landfall.
That's exactly right. So we're going to be breaking down all those details, and also just a quick reminder that we are experiencing technical difficulties still. So that's now why we are back on this Facebook Live. But we're going to bring you all of those updates while they get that fixed on the latest with Ida. This brand new advisory is just dropping, and also a new track. So go ahead, dive right in and see what we're looking at, Jason.
Yeah, so we're up to 80 miles per hour with the winds right now, and it's going over western Cuba, which is an area that's not nearly as mountainous. The terrain a lot lower in nature than what we would see over central or eastern Cuba. So it's not going to do much to limit the circulation. It will only be over land for a brief time. And it looks like before midnight tonight, this thing will be entering into the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That new track, really some big changes to this. So that rapid intensification expected once Ida moves into the Gulf. And then after that, the really biggest change with this 4 p.m. advisory is going to be that Category 4 hurricane expected at landfall.
Yeah, so we're seeing that number going up. And what we found over the years is that the intensity forecast is one of the most difficult things to predict, but all the models are hinting at major hurricane strength now. So we are looking at that as a distinct possibility for southeastern Louisiana. And landfall is really possible anywhere from just east of Lake Charles over towards New Orleans in the center of the track, pretty much drawing a bead on the New Iberia and Port Fourchon areas. This is going to be pretty close to Grand Isle. Now, if you're looking at that, you're saying, okay, this thing's going to Louisiana, we're good. Well, we are on the bad side of this one. We're on the east side, so we're likely going to get close to tropical storm force conditions in Mobile County and Baldwin counties. In our rainfall situation, we'll probably see as much rain here as they will see in Louisiana. It could be a bad situation through about Tuesday.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I just did a Facebook Live not too long ago. Okay, I need to fix that. And one thing that I was talking about with that track is how slow the system is moving once it does make landfall. We have a little bit of that northeast curvature still bringing moisture from the Gulf over our area, and not expected to get into central Mississippi until Tuesday. So that's something that we need to keep a close eye on, along with those southeasterly winds still persisting by the time that this gets closer towards landfall and even tracking inland.
It's going to be a messy situation for the Gulf Coast region with heavy rainfall starting tomorrow afternoon, continuing into Sunday, continuing into Monday, and at least into Tuesday. And so the flooding will become more and more of an issue. And we've seen this before when we have a system slow down once it makes landfall, could cause big problems with freshwater flooding. We're also expecting some storm tides running above normal, and it looks like the peak of it could be Monday with that high tide cycle at around 3 or 4 a.m. We could see tides running 3 to 5 feet above normal in our area. That's going to be adding into the situation as well. So definitely a lot of tide, some wind, and some torrential rainfall expected. Those are the primary issues.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and go over those watches and those warnings. Right now, storm surge warnings further off towards our west. Here locally in Mobile and Baldwin counties, just a reminder, we are Foxton News. We are located in Mobile, Alabama, for anyone else viewing. Still under that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you, Jason.
Okay, I'll finish this up because it looks like Jennifer may be about to get going with Fox 10 News here. We've got some technical difficulties we've been wading through this afternoon, and our engineers have been working diligently on this to try and get us back on the air for Fox 10 News at 4 o'clock. What Jennifer was talking about is this storm surge. We're under storm surge watch for Mobile and Baldwin counties, and then a storm surge warning for the Mississippi coast. And here's where we are with this right now. Ida, an 80-mile-per-hour storm. It's moving northwest at 15, pressure 985 millibars. The track has it coming ashore sometime between 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday and into Sunday evening as a substantial hurricane. I mean, there's no question this could be a major hurricane, and the track is very, very close to New Orleans. This is going to be a potential issue here with storm surge, and so we have a lot of concern for our neighbors to the east of us. It'd be less of a problem, but for the west of us. The graphics are starting to change up a little bit, so it looks like Jennifer's running this for her show, so I'm not going to manipulate it anymore. We'll just leave it where it is. I'll put it back on camera. Hopefully you've gotten enough information on this. Ida is a hurricane. It's down near Cuba. It'll be crossing the Gulf tomorrow. It will be approaching the Louisiana coast on Sunday. It'll make landfall Sunday night. It could be a major hurricane there. We're going to be on the edge of it. The wind field will expand. It will become a larger storm than it already currently is. And so we could see tropical storm force conditions here. We're going to see a lot of rough surf, a lot of surge, and the potential of freshwater flooding Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This could be a 3-day event for us. And if you count the rain we get on Saturday afternoon, it could be a 4-day torrential rainfall event. Complete details coming up on Fox 10 News.